Well, hello, K3. If you're watching this on Sunday, happy Valentine's Day. Do you have something special on Valentine's Day? We have a birthday in our family on Valentine's Day, so we usually do lots of celebrating. I love Valentine's Day because it's a special day to tell the people that we're closest to how much we care about them. More on that later. Today, we're jumping back into our series, Superfan. In this series, we're talking all about the word kindness. Kindness is showing others that they're valuable by how much you treat them. Like surprising someone with a gift, or a handwritten note, or just some kind words like, "You matter to me." In fact, that reminds me of our brand new memory verse for this month. It's from Colossians 3:12 and says this: "You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Don't be proud. Be gentle and patient." I've got some K3 friends who have been working hard to memorize this verse. Max and Nora, I'm a super fan of you for working so hard on this. Take it away.
You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Do not be proud. Be gentle and patient. You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Do not be proud. Be gentle and patient.
Wow, great job, Max and Nora. That's a long verse, so I can really tell that you worked hard. Now, before we jump into worship and our lesson taught by Orange Kids, let's play a game. To go along with today being Valentine's Day, this game is called Dollar Store or So Much More. I'll admit, I'm a super fan of the dollar store. Anyone else? In this game, your job is to guess whether or not the festive decor pictured, like a flower or a sign, can be bought at the dollar store. If you think it can, shout out dollar store. If not, shout out so much more. Let's see if you can guess correctly. Dollar store or so much more? Invite your family to play along too. Since when did socks count as decor items? I just got this silly picture in my head of hanging socks all around the house to decorate. In today's story, we'll see how sometimes the people who we're closest to are the people who need our kindness the most. Ready to jump in? Count down with me in your biggest Superfan voice. 3, 2, 1.
Inspired by the Book of Ruth.
In the land of Moab, there lived a young woman named Ruth. She married a man from Judah and must have dreamed of a large family and many children.
We'll name them Zeke and Hannah and...
But Ruth's happily ever after ended before it began. Her husband died and his brother too, and that left Ruth alone with her sister-in-law Orpah and her mother-in-law Naomi, whose husband died too.
I have nothing left.
Naomi had come to live in Moab during a famine in Judah, but she had gotten word that there was plentiful food in her homeland again, so she planned to take a road trip.
Ruth, Orpah, Go back to your family homes. May the Lord show you kindness as you have shown me.
So Orpah kissed her mother-in-law and left, but Ruth wouldn't budge.
I'm going with you.
Look, your sister-in-law is going back to her people.
Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God.
Well, okay then.
Finally, after a long and dusty journey, the two women arrived in Naomi's hometown of Bethlehem. Everywhere along the road, barley rippled in the breeze, golden and ready to harvest.
Is that Naomi? She don't look so good.
Don't call me Naomi. The Lord has made my life bitter. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty.
Don't listen to them. You just need dinner and a nap.
Finding food was their top priority.
Some of those barley fields belong to my husband's relative, Boaz.
The grain is being harvested right now. Let me go to the fields and pick up the leftovers.
Go, my daughter.
The law instructed the landowners to leave behind some of the harvest for people who needed food, so Ruth followed behind the harvesters, gathering every bit of barley that fell to the ground.
Barley. Let's see. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, sauté it.
Ruth worked hard in the heat of the day. In the afternoon, Boaz came out to survey the harvest.
The Lord be with you.
The Lord bless you!
Boaz spotted Ruth hard at work and asked his overseer,
Who is that young woman?
She came back from Moab with Naomi. She asked if she could pick up the extra grain and has barely rested all day.
Boaz was moved by Ruth's care for Naomi. He waded through the barley to speak with her.
Stay here and follow along where the men are harvesting. I'll make sure no one bothers you. And when you're thirsty, you get a drink from the water jars.
Why are you so kind to me, a foreigner?
I've been told what you've done for your mother-in-law, how you left your homeland to come here. May the Lord reward you.
Boaz offered Ruth bread and roasted grain to eat, and at the end of the day, she was able to bring a large amount of grain home to Naomi.
So much food!
Ruth continued to work in Boaz's fields until the end of the grain harvest, but even then, life would have been very difficult for two women living alone together. So Naomi laid out a plan for Ruth.
I will do whatever you say.
At the end of the harvest, the workers threshed the grain to separate the edible kernel from the straw. Then they held a big celebration. When the meal was over and the lights burned low, Boaz laid down near the pile of grain to sleep. Ruth arrived and approached Boaz just as Naomi had told her to do. She folded the blanket away from his feet and lay down nearby.
Who's there?
It's me, Ruth. Please give me your protection since you're responsible for our family.
Boaz was surprised, but what Ruth had said was true.
The Lord bless you. Don't be afraid. I'll do what you ask. Everyone knows you are wise and kind.
Even though Boaz agreed to help Ruth, there was a family member who was closer than Boaz. So in the morning, Boaz set out to meet that man and the town elders to settle the matter.
I will buy Naomi's land and also marry Ruth, if you will let me.
Well, I sure can't purchase Naomi's land and take care of my own land, too.
So we're good?
Go right ahead.
Today, you are all my witnesses that I will buy Naomi's land and marry her daughter-in-law, Ruth.
As soon as it could be arranged, Boaz and Ruth were married. Naomi came to live with them, and a short time later, Ruth and Boaz had a new baby boy.
His name is Obed.
Aren't you the sweetest little thing?
So through the kindness of Boaz and Ruth, Naomi had a brand new home and a brand new family too. Everyone could see the difference in her face.
Praise be to the Lord. He's given you a new lease on life, Naomi.
Yeah, that Ruth is better to you than 7 sons.
Now, Ruth's story doesn't end there. Her son Obed had a son named Jesse, who had a son named David, King David. And hundreds of years later, a new baby boy was born in Bethlehem who was a descendant of King David, and his name was Jesus.
A lot of kindness was being shown in Ruth's story. Boaz was kind to Ruth. Ruth was kind to Naomi. And through them, God was kind to all of us. Did you know that Ruth was the great 7th grades later, grandmother of Jesus? Isn't that amazing? I'm a huge fan of Ruth. Kindness matters, especially when it comes to the people we're closest to, like our friends and our family. But if the people we're closest to are the people who also can get on our nerves, right? So we're not always kind to them. Sometimes we assume that those people know how we feel about them, so we never tell them. But we shouldn't assume. We should tell people when we care about them, even when our closest family and friends can get on our nerves. After all, God can use our kindness to do amazing things in their lives. So, here's the one thing to remember today. Be kind to your friends and family. Let me say that again. Be kind to your friends and family. Don't let your favorite people forget that they're your favorite people. Oh, let me say that again. Don't let your favorite people forget that they're your favorite people. Speaking of favorites, it's time to show our super fandom to Jesus by connecting with him in worship. By the way, have I told you lately how much you all mean to me? Really, I care about you, and so do all of the leaders in Valley Kids. We're so glad that you're a part of K3 and Valley Kids. Stand on up, K3. Let's have some fun. Have a great week and stay connected.
It's time to play some music. It's time to make some noise. It's time to dance, clap your hands, don't stand still. Now let me hear you lose your voice. Come on! Listen up. Let's go! Listen up, we got a reason why we're singing. Who I wanna be. Take control, feel the music in your soul. Who I wanna be. I'm a child of God, you know it. Hey, I was born for this. It's why I was made. Don't have to be afraid, 'cause I know that I am saved. A child of God, that's who I wanna be. Listen up, we got a reason why we're singing. Who I wanna be. Take control, feel the music in your soul. Who I wanna Hey, listen up. Hey, listen up, we got a reason why we're singing. Who I wanna be. Take control, feel the music in your soul. Who I wanna be. Now put your hands up high, put them way down low. Move side to side, stop. Let's go. Come on, come on. Let me see you dance. Come on, come on. Listen up, we got a reason why we're singing. Who I wanna be. worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Whoa, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart.